Okay, I'll do 4 and you can do 4, okay?
Okay.
Okay.
What are you going to talk about?
What am I going to talk about? I'm going to talk about the day Sherry was born.
Okay.
And the day Tara was born. But since today is Sherry's birthday, I'll start with Sherry's birthday. It was on a beautiful spring day on March the 17th. The due date for you to be born, Sherry, I'll pretend I'm talking to you, was March the 19th. So you were actually born one day before your due date. Tara, on the other hand, was due on October the 12th and wasn't born until October the 27th. So she was over 2 weeks overdue. But Sherry, you were a day under, or a day, a day early.
Yeah.
So that's taking about a minute to say that.
That's 1 minute, yeah.
Is it? Anyway, it was a beautiful spring day. And my labor started in the early morning, and it was a Sunday. You were born on a Monday, so it was on a Sunday. And we went for a walk, a beautiful walk outside, Daddy and I. Tara had gone over to Grandma's house. Grandma was going to look after her while I was in the hospital. And we went for a beautiful walk, and we walked and walked and walked, and then about 3 o'clock in the afternoon, we decided to go to the hospital and just to see how much longer it would be before you were going to be born. And so that was about 3 o'clock, and you were born about 38 minutes after midnight, and it was beautiful. It was a wonderful experience, and it was just fabulous. Our beautiful little girl was born.
2 minutes.
Oh, you were just so wonderful. And when you were born, the doctor handed you to me right away, and I got to hold you for a little while, and then your daddy got to hold you for a little while, and you were so sweet. You cried for just a few minutes, and then you stopped crying, and when your daddy was holding you, you looked right up into your daddy's eyes, and you watched him for about 20 minutes. You just stared right at him, and he watched your eyes, and we looked at you together, and you were just a funny little girl, very quiet and content and happy to be held by, all wrapped up and held by your daddy. You weighed, well, when you were born, they said in the delivery room, they said you weighed 8 pounds, 2 ounces, but you were really 8 pounds, 5 ounces is what they said in the nursery.
3 minutes. I am losing.
And then it was just a wonderful experience. Now Tara was born on October 27, 1982. She was born by cesarean, which means that she was born by cesarean.
She'll know by the time she understands.
Yeah.
She'll understand what's cesarean.
Yeah, which was a little bit different. Mommy had to have an operation because she just wouldn't come the usual way. She just was taking her time, and the doctors thought that Mommy should have an operation. So she was born that way, and I was when I had the operation, I had to go to sleep to have the operation. So the first person who saw you was really Daddy. And after you were born, 5 minutes after you were born, they took you out of the operating room, and they were going to take you down to the nursery, and they said to you, Daddy, and you were so healthy and such a big healthy girl, 9 pounds, 3 ounces, they said, well, she doesn't have to go into the intensive care unit for babies. She can go to the regular nursery. And so they said, come on, Daddy, you come with us. And so your daddy went down with you, and he sat down in a chair outside of the nursery, and after a few minutes they brought you out to him, and they put you in his arms. I should let him tell you about this because he was there and I wasn't, but he told me about it. And he put you, and I guess, well, it was a little bit different than Sherry. From what your daddy says, you cried and cried and cried, but he was kind of nervous with babies, and he wasn't really used to holding on to babies, so maybe you felt that, and that's part of the reason why you cried. And maybe you were kind of upset at being born real fast, and all the hurry and scurrying that had been going on. I think anyone would cry. So, and then I saw you when I went back to my room. After about a couple of hours I saw you, and they brought you in, and I took a look at you for the very first time. You're all wrapped up in a pink blanket. And I looked and I unwrapped the blanket and I took a look at your sweet little hands and your sweet little feet and your cute little nose, and you were just a sweetie. You were just adorable. So that was the day you were born, and then it took a little bit longer to get better after that, but we brought you home on, I believe it was November the 1st. It was just starting to get cold outside, although I don't think there was any snow on the ground. It was just starting to get cold, and I'll always remember when bringing you home in the car, and we had you in the car seat in the back seat, and at every light we wanted to stop and hop out and check and make sure you were still breathing, because you were all wrapped up in this, and then you had to face backwards in the seat, in the special car seat that you had. So we couldn't see your face, and we kept wanting to check and make sure you were still breathing. So, that was you. You were a really sweet baby, but you kept us hopping, that's for sure. Both of you guys did. I don't know what I did. You both kept us hopping for the first few months. And anyway, maybe I should give Daddy a chance. How many minutes?
You should say that you have a cold.
I have a, oh, by the way,
Okay,
you're wondering about my voice.
Mom's house.
They sound funny. I do have a cold, and it just happened that we booked this camera weeks in advance, and the day that we got it, your old mom has a cold. So that's why my voice sounds this way. Hopefully it'll be better in the morning, and I'll talk for you, and you can see how I really talk. How many minutes?
I got 1 minute. I don't know what I'm going to talk about, Elaine.
Tell me why we're filling this time.
Oh, we're filming this time because we took pictures at your birthday party. What are you doing with the camera? We got a hole in the middle of 2 pieces of film, and we're trying to fill the time. I got 30 more seconds to go. But everything that Mom told you is true. You both were such sweet little girls, and you still are. And I don't know what else to say.
What a good dad you are.
No, I'm not a good dad.
And how much cleaning you did.
Cleaning I did do, that's true. I think that's about it. 40 more seconds to tell you a few more things. The present that we gave you, Sherry, today for your birthday is the big elephant, and you saw a lot of pictures of you and Tara sliding up and down. I think it's a good present. I think you're both going to really enjoy it. The other thing I wanted to tell you is that Auntie Diane wasn't here tonight, and that's because of the car accident they were in a few days ago, and Auntie Diane is still in the hospital and couldn't make it tonight. So that's why she isn't here. Still, even Uncle Merv isn't feeling that well. That's about 40 seconds.
And you got a new job, and you managed
a new job. Okay, and that's it. Cut it.